Hello, all my beautiful beings of light. How are you? How did you make it through the weekend? Some pretty strange energies coming through the collective today, and we're we're kind of feeling a lot of uprooting of old stuff. And I found it kind of interesting that it happened right after Easter, right after we have so much roots in this Jesus being reborn after he passed and resurrected, and what all it means. And as I was driving yesterday, I kind of came into this awareness of how our growth has come. And just looking a little bit at the story of, the Christianity story, and how we had the Ten Commandments. And then I think Moses came in with his prophecies. And I believe there was a John or a Paul. I'm not positive because I don't follow everything very deeply. But there was somebody else that came through and was trying to lead their people. And then we had Jesus or Yeshua who came in with a very, each time the messages were getting bolder, right? So we have the 10 commands where kind of like, oh, here you go, follow this and you'll be good. And as people kind of didn't follow that, we have more messages come in saying, hey, come on, let's do this. Then we have another round, right? And each got more intense and more intense, and to create more belief. And then we have Yeshua who came in and performed many, many miracles, performed many sermons, many educations and teachings on a lot of this, on what the Creator's message was, right? And so as I'm listening to all of this and understanding a little bit of the messages of what Yeshua, Jesus, was bringing to us, and how, people had faith in him, but also had faith in the Creator. And sometimes to have so much faith that nothing, like to just know that you can take the step and leap, that absolutely nothing's going to, you don't know what the outcome's going to be or anything, but you just know you have so much faith it's going to be fixed. And you just take that step and take the leap, and there it is, boom, it's fixed. And I think that's why some of Yeshua's stuff was he did show healings, but then other stuff he wanted the people to have the faith that it would just happen, right? And so a lot of them started talking about how there was after he passed, there was another Messiah that was going to come. He was going to come down. He was going to help us and save us and da-da-da. And I know that's a lot of belief in certain people's point of views. And I was sitting there, and all of this stuff is coming into my thought process as I'm driving. And then everything just clicked, right? And I think the message across the whole board, and it just had to get more intense and more intense, was sit today and look in the mirror. Sit today and look at the person next to you, the person to the left, the person to the right. Sit today, look at your son, look at your daughter, look at your husband or wife, your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, your grandparents, anybody that you look to, anybody that you look at, a stranger at the store. You are seeing God, Creator, divine source, whatever you want to call that energy, the frequency, the power, right? The whole thing is you are it. I am it. We are it. Every single one of us. We are the divine creator. We are God. We are source. And that is what all these people through all the years have been trying to share with us. And we just didn't understand because some of the messages were a little bit coded, but maybe they weren't coded. Maybe they were just meant for a collective understanding that was in a different frequency. And for us to sit and look and say, wow, like, okay, but can you see that? And you give love to everyone, including yourself, because you are source. You are the creator. We are all the creator. And whether we are creating in something of what we would think a positive frequency, or we are creating in what would think a lower frequency, you are still part of the creator. People, and I have talked about this a while, right? People, the souls of people are part of creator. That's it. The souls of people are part of creator, right? We may do actions we don't like. People can do actions that they don't really, care for. Some of my actions, some people may not like them. Some of the actions, people may not like actions you see on TV or actions in the news or actions that some other friend did or whatever, but that doesn't mean that you condemn that person's being, right? It just means they're making some different actions. Can you still send them love? Can you still look at that person and still send them love because you are sending love to yourself? You're sending love to the creator. You're sending love to source. You're sending love to God. And sometimes the ones that are operating in some lower frequency choices need that love the most. They need that faith the most, right? They need somebody to help them look and say, maybe there's a different way. Maybe I can make something happen to where I too can feel this unconditional love. But everybody has it. Everybody has it. And everybody has the freedom to call upon it. The free will and choice to call upon it, to ask for help, to ask for guidance. And sometimes that help and guidance comes in very strange ways. You don't know why it's happening or what's happening, but in the outcome, it's going to be the best for you because you are operating at the divine, because you are divine. This is what all of this has been about. All of it. Every little thing has been about it, right? I mean, it's just a beautiful awareness to have, to understand that all the messages that all these messiahs were bringing was to help us right now, to help you and to help me and to help everybody right now realize that we are the divine creator. We are it. Every single one. Every single one. Isn't it amazing? Isn't it just so fantastical that we get to know and understand that we are all strings of this creation, of this prime creator that has created this energy and the frequencies that are all around you, and you get to cultivate you get to truly cultivate how you want to, right? You can cultivate this. So let's say you decide to cultivate it and make some choices that are, I don't know, you didn't follow rules and your choices had consequences, right? And you're cultivating your world out of these choices that you made, and then you got stuck in the consequence. But if you look at your choice and decide to say, I want to make something different. I want to look at something different. What is a different point of view I can look at this? How can I shift this to be, better my situation? What can I learn from this choice that I made to then give me a better outcome later? We have the freedom to do that. Every single one of us have the freedom to do that. All of us. We are all divine, benevolent, beautiful beings. We all have free will to create. We can create happy and fun and loving. We can create dense and sticky and icky. You get to create it. Create it however you want. But the whole point is you are the divine. You. You and your son and your daughter and your husband and your wife and your mom and your dad and your aunt and your uncle and your neighbors and the strangers at the store. We are all divine beings. And everybody deserves love. Everybody. That love comes from inside, in your heart. You love yourself inside. You learn to love yourself inside, and you don't need any more outside love. You don't need any reassuring that somebody has to love you, or you need to buy this for love, or you need to search for that person for love, or you need to get another animal for love, right? Those are just out, or get another item for love. Those are just outside things trying to make you feel love. It's all in here. It's all within you. All within you to love and honor yourself. All within you to, to harness the power of your unconditional love. All of it. It's all here, all right here, in every single one, every single soul, to cultivate this. And guess what? It's free. It's free. You cultivate this unconditional love freely within you. And when Yeshua came down to forgive, he didn't forgive you. Yeshua didn't come down and forgive anybody. He came down and gave you the freedom to forgive yourself through him. When he was saying, I forgive you, he was allowing you to forgive yourself and release whatever hold was on you. You're just forgiving yourself because he was an aspect of you as well. So forgive yourself. Go out and forgive yourself. Go deeply, forgive your forgive your little child self. Go in and forgive your adult self, your high school self, your grade school self. Go in and forgive this little child and these adults. Forgive you. That's what this is all about. The forgiveness for you to forgive yourself, so you can have the freedom and free will to then cultivate this beautiful, beautiful existence in the beautiful, divine, benevolent, unconditional love that we feel every day, that you have felt. You felt it, you have, right? You felt it. You have been like, oh, what is this? Oh, I feel warm inside. Yeah, that's you sending love to yourself. Feeling the Creator's love. Feeling the energy that is. Yeah. Go out and create your beautiful self. Learn to love yourself unconditionally. Learn to forgive those feelings, feelings of yourself that you had, the hate, the negativity, the unworthiness, whatever it might be. Learn to forgive that within you. Forgive that within others. Forgiveness of others is not about the other person. Forgiveness of others is about you letting go. Truth. You get to let go. When you hold hate and anger for somebody, it only affects you. That person doesn't really usually know. So you can learn to forgive them, forgive yourself, cultivate your beautiful divine happiness that you were born with. Every single one of us was born free will, unconditional love, and sovereignty. So go out and claim it. Go outside and yell it. I am a sovereign being of the divine creator or of God or source, and I stand in my free will here on Mother Earth. Go out and yell it. See how you feel by claiming your place, claiming your energy, calling it in benevolent, divine, unconditional love. I bless you. I leave you with that. I hope you have a beautiful, amazing day. I love you. I love you. I love you.